Honestly, I think there is a super high chance that we're going to see a Part 2 LR during this Saiyan Day celebration. They already confirmed it's going to be a 2-part celebration. The last few Saiyan Days actually weren't 2-parters, right? So this is very, very interesting. And the question is, who's going to drop for Part 2, right? Because Part 2, celebrations usually bring units, especially corresponding to whatever the Part 1 unit was. And in this case, I think it's very, very, very likely that we're going to see an LR Super Saiyan Goku that actually defeated the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, as you guys can see from this image right here, right? So, I mean, we're all going to call it right now, right? I mean, this is kind of super predictable. We already know how Dokkan works. When Android 13 came out, we got an LR Super Saiyan Goku that came out with him. Well, not with him, but came out as part of that celebration. When Bojack dropped, I mean, we got the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's just multiple examples of this. And I really think, now that this is a Part 2 celebration, or a 2-part celebration, Super Saiyan Goku that one punch man, if we can use that as a verb, a legendary Super Saiyan Broly could definitely drop as an LR. Now, in this video, I actually made my own idea for how this Goku could work. I think it's very, very interesting. I think he's very, very powerful. And then I also have a surprise, not really like a surprise, but an easy idea towards the end of this video that's going to make the Movie Hero team absolutely disgusting. So before we hop in, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see from an LR Super Saiyan Goku, the one that defeated Broly in the legendary Super Saiyan Broly movie. And with that said, let's hop straight into it. So I just used the card art from this Super Saiyan Goku right here, basically the same thing, but the way this is gonna work is I'm actually not giving this guy a revival skill. Okay, this is what I made right here. Again, I use this guy, but since there is no like Super Saiyan, like there's no art that I actually wanted from here, so I just chose this guy, but I changed his stuff up for what I want to see from a Super Saiyan Goku that defeated Broly, of course. Now, this is what I want this Goku to start off as, right? I am not going to give him a revival skill, but instead, I'm going to give him that Evolution Blue Vegeta mechanic where he, after his active skill, or after, some time has elapsed, his shirt would rip off. So basically like a costume effect, if that makes sense, right? So that's basically what I did for this Goku. You guys will see that in just a second. But let's just pretend that this Goku starts out as this guy right here, Super Saiyan, but in this clothing. So, Movie Heroes or Super Saiyans category key +4 and 150% to all stats is a very, very strong and powerful leader skill. Not only that, but it doesn't introduce any new categories and buffs the already existing categories in the game. I mean, I could have led something else like Pure Saiyans or something, but I feel like these two were... I mean, I think... I literally just watched the the Broly movie before recording this video. I watched it again. And Super Saiyans is a huge focal point in that video, and then it's a movie, so Movie Heroes also makes a lot of sense. So that's why I chose that as a leader skill. Super Attack, I made him stack defense, causes colossal damage to enemy, and greatly lowers enemies' attack and defense. Now I know he stacks defense here, but I gave him an active skill, but you're definitely going to want to transform or use the active skill, and you'll see why. Okay, his 18 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to enemy and massively lowers enemies' attack and defense. So very, very strong and good super attack abilities there. For his passive skill, okay, this is going to seem underwhelming at first, but just keep an eye out and understand what I'm trying to do here. So key +3 and 90% to attack and defense at the start of turn. Key +1 up to 3. And attack and defense +10% up to 30% at the start of each turn. So obviously, for the next 3 turns this guy appears, he's going to be receiving attack and defense +10% and an extra key up to 3. So in total, he's going to be, after a few turns, he's going to have 6 key and attack and defense +120%. It's definitely going to help him out since he's an LR, right? Or I'm assuming he's going to be an LR. Then I gave him attack and defense +30% when performing a super attack. So this is actually like 50-60%, right? It's an out of turn buff. Attack and defense +30% in addition on super attack when facing a movie bosses category enemy, movie heroes, and Super Saiyan category allies key +4. and attack and defense plus 40% a one-time buff. The reason why I say one-time buff is because there's units in the game like Intelligence Vados, for example, that supports like 4 different categories. But if a unit is on all 4 categories, they're going to get quadruple the buff, right? So here, if you have, let's say, a Super Saiyan Trunks from this movie, he's going to be receiving key 4 and 40% to attack and defense, not key 8 and 80% to attack and defense, right? It's just a one-time buff, no matter how many categories a unit will share, you know, when it comes to these two. So keep that in mind. Now, when this unit is completely built up and he's facing a movie bosses category enemy, he's basically going to be getting attack and defense plus 60% on super attack, factored differently, right? On top of already 120% attack and defense. And then he's also giving 4 key and 40% to attack and defense. So he is already way over 20% attack and defense while supporting both movie heroes and Super Saiyans. He's a monstrously powerful unit. Again, also he stacks defense. Like, this is not someone you play around with, okay? This is a very, very powerful unit. And yes, I did not hold back at all. I'm not holding back, okay? This is my celebration, okay? I am super hyped for this Broly. And I want this Goku to be the epitome of power. I would not mind if this Goku's the best LR in the game. Who cares about the anniversary LRs right now, okay? I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah, this guy's super. This is a crazy, powerful support type ability for everything he does already, right? Now, what I did for him, okay? Again, let's just pretend this is all in this form of Goku right here. I gave him a permanent active skill, okay? An active skill that you pop in after, let's say, a very strict condition though, because again, he's about to obtain insane power, all right? So what we can do, I didn't actually write it down, but I was kind of confused on like how to make this active skill, and let me know what you guys think, okay? But let's say after a few turns have passed, and when there are 4 or more movie hero category allies on the team. Yes, it's restrictive, but it makes a lot of sense because if you guys remember, Vegeta, Trunks, Goku, and Piccolo gave Goku his power in order to defeat Broly in the first movie. So he needs the power of those 4 movie heroes, or any 4 movie heroes, to really gain a lot of power. That's why I think it makes a lot of sense. So let's say after 4 turns have elapsed and you have 4 or more movie hero category allies on the team, and let's say you're below 70% HP, something like that. Make it pretty restrictive because, again, in my opinion, he's about to get super, super powerful. So then we see the active skill animation, which is basically the enemy coming to launch a punch, Goku stopping it. He says a few lines, whatever the case is, and then he just powers up, right? As we see in the movie from this scene right here. That'll be super, super chilling to watch. And then the animation actually ends there, and then we hop into this guy right here. So again, I just used a different Goku, but keep in mind, this is basically the same thing. So he still has the same leader skill. His super attack is greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and has a high chance to perform a crit. Yes, again, I'm breaking this unit. Like, I am purposely, not like attack and defense plus 400% or something, but I'm making it so that he's restrictive, but when all the conditions are met, he is going to be, his power is just going to be unrivaled, right? So, again, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, doesn't stack or anything, and then has a high chance to perform a critical hit, similar to the 6-year anniversary LRs, all right? Key plus 3, and attack and defense plus 150% at the start of turn. Very, very, very powerful. Key plus 1, attack plus 30%, and reduces damage received by 10% on super attack. He does not need defense after, when he has 150% defense while greatly raising defense on super attack, he does not need any defense from these little buffs, okay? Attack plus 30%, damage received minus 10%, and key plus 1 on super attack. So this 30% again is literally like 50-60%. Key plus 1 and 30% attack, and reduces damage received by an additional 10% on super attack when there are 4 or more movie hero category allies on the team. So the reason why I added this there is because of that active skill ability. If you have 4 more movie hero allies and you are able to transform, you're gonna have this no matter what, right? So this is gonna be instantaneous, right? And then key plus 1, attack plus 30%, and reduces damage received by an additional 10% on super attack when facing a movie boss's category enemy. So let's just stop right there for 1 second, okay? To activate his full passive, you need to be with 4 or more movie hero allies, which again is going to be instantaneous because to transform or to get the active skill, you need to have that already done. And you need to be facing a movie bosses category enemy. Now, what's going to happen once you actually have all those requirements met? On super attack, he does not have damage reduction. But again, he doesn't need it because he has 150% defense and greatly raises defense on super attack. But once he performs a super attack for the first time, he's going to be receiving literally 90% attack. So you got 30, 30, and 30. 90% attack on top of his 150% attack at the start of turn. Okay, so this is what, 240% attack? Well, it's actually a lot. It's actually pretty close if you think about it. Pretty close to 300%. Because again, these are all these 30% buffs are separate buffs. Separate. They're not adding together to add to the, like, this is again, it's just insane. And then he also has 30% damage reduction after performing a super attack, and then, which does not stack over time, obviously, and then does get 3 keys. So he does still have his 6 key from when I made this guy, right? So this guy had 6 key from his passive. This guy can still also, get 6 key from his passive. And then the last part of his passive right here, which is just when he just goes overboard. Key plus 6, and attack plus 60% on super attack. And performs a critical hit when HP falls below 50% once only. So let's say you're in this form and HP falls below 50% with everything in this passive active. What's going to be happening is you're literally, you have 150% attack, 4 different procs, right? On top of his 150% attack. On top of his, I can't even speak English, so this is how broken it is, alright? 30% damage reduction, 6 key. Now 6 key, the reason why I gave him 6 key, because this is going to be an instant 24 key super. Why? Because let's say you're running this guy as your lead and a friendly, that's already 8 key. He gets 6 key from his passive, so that's what? That's 6 key plus both supports, that's 16 key, right? No, I can't even do math. 1 leader, 2 leaders, that's 8 key. His whole passive is going to give 6 key, so that's a total of 14 key. And then 6 key from this part is going to be 20 key in total. Boom, there you go. He's only missing 24 key, but 20 key immediately is already a 20 is already an 18 key super. So it's very easy to get 24 key super once this guy has this part of his passive active. And then guaranteed critical hit. Guaranteed crit. This is like a 9-10 mil attack stat. This is what we're seeing anyways, right? But again, he is pretty restrictive, and he needs to be on a movie heroes team to get he needs to be on a movie heroes team and facing a movie bosses category enemy to really activate the majority of his passive here. Now again, a lot of this card does, rely on movie heroes category. So I kind of want to just go through it really quick. Like, you can have, dude, if you bring this Gohan who gives 40% attack, it's just going to be insane. You can have this guy on a different rotation, giving that the 2-turn 22% attack buff. Very, very powerful. This Gohan is going to be absolutely insane, especially with the Trunks. Unfortunately, the new Trunks only shares like 1 link with this guy, but he does still give 40% attack and defense to this Gohan, so it's still very, very powerful. I mean, you have this Super Saiyan Goku, which on JP doesn't really matter because you can run the same units on the same team now. You got like freaking Gogeta here. You got Go Bros. This is a very, very, very powerful team, especially when you can include the new Goten and Trunks there, right? But we're not done just yet, because there is this Gohan right here. Now this Gohan, I feel like is 100% deserving of an ease. Like he needs an EZA. No, I'm not gonna say that. He doesn't need an EZA. He's actually pretty solid, but I feel like if they made him a lot better, because remember, the reason why I picked this Gohan is because the new Trunks actually has a unit super attack where he legitimately stacks defense, and I think he does greatly raise attack for 1 turn when there's a Gohan youth on rotation. So why not just make this guy work amazing with that Trunks, right? So right now he does all types key +2 and 50% to all stats, pretty solid. Cause supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning the enemy. Again, for how old he actually he's not really that old. Interesting. Yeah, he's not really that old. Okay, I mean that's fine, sure. And then attack and defense was 70%, and then super class allies key +2 and attack only plus 30%. So this is what I did for his EZA. I forgot to change his leader skill, so just let's say it's key 3 and 77% to attack and defense. Why not, right? This guy stacks attack and defense, which again, remember, when he's on rotation with that Trunks unit or the Trunks and Gohan unit, that the unit super stack does make that Trunks stack defense as well. So you just have a rotation of 2 units who stack defense, which is very, very powerful. And he also has a great chance of stunning the enemy, very, very powerful for something like Super Battle Road. So he keeps the attack and defense plus 70% at the start of turn. However, he gets attack and defense plus 70% on super attack. When full team consists of movie heroes category allies. So again, like, you're not going to see the immediate, I mean, besides like the stats and stuff, you're not going to see an immediate change in attack and defense unless you're on that full movie heroes team, which is definitely recommended because that's where he's going to shine, right? So he gives superclass allies key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 30%, not just the attack that he gave before. He gives attack and defense plus 30%, so instantly he's a much better support. But he also gives movie hero category allies an additional key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 30%. Now keep in mind, right, again, the new Trunks, I forgot how much key he gives, but I know he does give 40% to attack and defense to hybrid Saiyans. This guy is a hybrid Saiyans, but this guy is also going to be giving that Trunks 4 key and 60% to attack and defense. So you have a rotation of 2 movie hero units that are not only going to allow this monster to further allow this monster to activate a lot of stuff from his passive and activate the active skill and stuff like that. But the rotation is just insane. Like, I don't know how many links they actually share. I don't know if I think they have to share Super Saiyan. There's no way they don't share Super Saiyan. They probably share Saiyan Warrior Race. They probably share Golden Warrior as well. All enemies defense minus 10% is actually pretty strong. They probably share Shedding the Limit. I don't know the link set of the new Trunks, but this rotation, both units are stacking defense. This guy does stack attack. His additional attack and defense plus 70% on super attack is going to make him hit so much harder. And then again, giving all allies that 4 key and 60% to attack and defense, which is going to make that Trunks insane, especially when you consider that Trunk already has 200% attack and defense at the start of the turn. And then in turn, that Trunks is going to be giving this guy 40% attack and defense and a little bit of extra key, while again he is stacking and greatly raising attack. So again, this rotation is just absolutely insane. Let me know what you guys think, though. I really want to hear your opinions on what you guys think. How strong I want this Goku to be, again, incredibly powerful. I might have went overboard. I definitely would have. I don't usually make units this broken, but I don't know. I enjoyed making this guy, and I rewatched the movie to kind of gauge. I watched the movie again just to watch the movie again. I really wanted to watch it again, and that was a perfect time. But I also wanted to gauge how strong this Goku would be. Now, I will say, Super Saiyan Goku in the movie was not impressive at all. Like, he didn't do anything. It's when he got the power of all 4, Vegeta, Piccolo, Trunks, and Gohan, that's when he really shined. And I was gonna make this guy pretty underwhelming, but then who would summon for him, right? So he's still very, very, very strong. But that's the reason why I also gave him the support type ability, because, it does add a lot of power to him. The support does really add a lot of power, but he definitely just loses that. He has no support once he does transform. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to be going balls deep for this Broly, and let's see what comes out for part 2.